Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You know, the other day, I was in a room of 300 people and they done the Pledge of Allegiance, and the speaker, there was a series of speakers, and they weren't quite ready. And the guy actually turned around and went into God Bless America, you know, the national anthem and stuff like that, just on a hitch. I mean, he was like, he turned around and looked, and he said they weren't prepared. He went in and started singing, and everybody joined in. We should try that one time here. See how we do.
Not today.
Anyhow, the Elkhart Promise by Daisy Davis.
Every student is known by name, challenged and supported by highly effective staff, and in partnership with the community will graduate college, career, and life ready.
Thank you, Daisy.
You're welcome, Doug.
The speech protocol. I'm sure most everybody is familiar with this. Anyhow, I'm not going to go through it at length here. There is a little slip here if anybody wants to talk. We will please sign this slip, fill it out, and get it to Dora right over there, and we will include you in our meeting this morning as soon as possible. I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Are there any public comments this morning from anybody? Okay, good. Seeing none. Thank you. Daisy, did you have a comment? Okay. The consent items. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion, a second. Is there any comments to the consent items this morning from the public? No? Kelly?
Okay, sure. At $4,000, our community has come through again. Our own Julie Weaver, she decided to donate graciously $1,000 to our annual AF JROTC military ball. Welch Packaging pulls through again with student incentive awards at a total of $250. This one, Zippy LLC, that's the way it is spelled. It's wonderful. Again, to our Future Farmers of America program, $2,000, and then Shield donated at $750 supplies, equipment, and expenses related to our robot construction and competition fees. So we wind out our year at $4,000, and I'd love to see like a total of what we had if it ever comes up, or you guys have time that we can like talk about what that total was for the whole year. All right, thanks, guys. And Doug, this is why we won't sing the national anthem, because when I don't sound like this, I sound like Janis Joplin, and nobody wants to hear it.
That would be interesting.
No, I assure you it won't.
We have a motion, a second, and we have a roll call since Troy is out and about these days. Dora, would you call the roll, please?
Jeff Blyler.
Aye.
Daisy Davis.
Aye.
Troy Scott.
Aye.
Doug Weaver.
Aye.
Ann Bondervillen.
Aye.
And Kelly Mullins.
Aye.
Motion is passed. Thank you. Old business, Mr. Thorne.
Thank you, Mr. Weaver. Good morning, President Scott, members of the Board of School Trustees, Dr. Huff. Today, the administration is presenting for your consideration and approval proposed revisions to Board Policy 3362.01 ACS. which is entitled Threatening and/or Intimidating Behavior Towards Staff Members. These revisions incorporate the statutory procedures the school district is obligated to follow when a school employee is the recipient of threatening or intimidating comments or behavior. Under state law, the district is required to report such conduct to law enforcement. We're seeking your approval of this policy this morning.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Do I-
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion from the board? Any comments? Seeing that, any discussion from the public or the administration? Seeing none, I'll move to a roll call vote, please, Dora.
Okay, Jeff Blyler,
Aye.
Daisy Davis,
Aye.
Troy Scott,
Aye.
Doug Weaver,
Aye.
Ann Vondervellen,
Aye.
and Kelly Mullins.
Aye.
Motion passes. Mr. Thorne, next policy, please.
Board Policy 8462, which is our automated external defibrillator policy. This morning, the administration is recommending for your approval a complete rewrite of the school corporation's policy regarding the use and deployment of automated external defibrillators, or AEDs. The proposed policy firmly establishes protocols for training for district employees in specific assignments such as head coaches, assistant coaches, various athletic activities, and marching band directors. Again, we're seeking your approval of the policy this morning.
Thank you, Mr. Thorne. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion from the board? Seeing none, is there any discussion from the public or the administration, please? Seeing none, Dora, roll call vote, please.
Jeff Blyler,
Aye.
Daisy Davis,
Aye.
Troy Scott,
Aye.
Doug Weaver,
Aye.
Ann Vondervellen,
Aye.
and Kelly Mullins.
Aye.
Motion passes, by the way.
Finally, this morning, the administration is seeking approval of revisions to Board Policy 8455, which governs coaches' training, references, and IHSAA reporting. Again, we're recommending this for approval this morning. This policy governs training requirements for employees in positions related to concussion awareness, health-related medical conditions, and sudden cardiac arrest. Positions covered in this policy include head coaches, assistant coaches, cheerleading coaches, marching band directors, JROTC instructors, drama or musical directors, and sponsors of extracurricular activities in which students face an increased risk of sudden cardiac arrest, health-related medical conditions, or concussions. Additionally, the revised policy outlines expectations related to the hiring of coaches for Indiana High School Athletic Association recognized sports, including a requirement to verify whether a coach is accredited by the IHSAA, where the accreditation has been suspended or revoked, and to obtain references for each coach applicant. Policy also establishes an obligation to notify the IHSAA if a coach accredited by the IHSAA is convicted of certain offenses. Again, we're seeking your approval of the policy this morning.
Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion from the board? Seeing none, is there any discussion from the public or the administration? Seeing none, Dora, roll call, please.
Okay, Jeff Blyler,
Aye.
Daisy Davis,
Aye.
Troy Scott,
Aye.
Doug Weaver,
Aye.
Ann Vondervellen,
Aye.
and Kelly Mullins.
The motion passes. Thank you, Mr. Thorne.
Thank you.
Zach Quiet, corporation appointments.
Morning, Mr. Weaver, Board President Scott, School Board of Trustees, and Dr. Huff. I would like to recommend the appointment of the building corp members as provided to the board. We are in need of two new members to our building corp to meet the statutory guidelines of meeting attendance. As provided, I'm recommending a Jerry Starr and Mr. Mark Mao to be appointed to those seats. They would be replacing William Cork and Glenn Duncan, and I would be remiss if we did not thank Mr. Duncan and Mr. Cork for their service to the school board or to the building corporation. Mr. Cork has served on that for many years, and unfortunately, he was pleased and happy to serve in that role, and hopefully in the future we can have his service in some other areas. But so I would ask for your approval of those appointments.
Do you have a motion
Motion.
and a second?
Second.
I Have a motion and a second. Is there any comments from the board? I do have a comment. I know Glenn Duncan, who had served on the board for many, many years, probably 8 with myself personally and stuff like that. Great individual. He had many, many years of service, before he became on the building corporation. And also Jerry Starr, also a friend of mine, stuff like that. I think when I was president, she was my vice president back in the day. And I went through the rotation with her at, I think, my left side the whole time. And great person, stuff like that, and great choices. And I appreciate that very much. And they will be very instrumental in working with us to move the corporation forward. Is there any comments from the public? Oh, and also not to slight Dr. or Mr. Mao. Mr. Mao is also a great friend of our school corporation. He should not be overlooked in any way, shape, or form. Great individual and another great choice. Thank you. Dora, the roll call, please.
Jeff Blather,
Aye.
Daisy Davis,
Aye.
Troy Scott,
Aye.
Doug Weaver,
Aye.
Ann Vondervellen, Kelly Mullins.
Aye.
The motion is passed. Thank you. Financial report, Mr. Quiet.
Yes, thank you. Just a brief financial report as presented in your board packet. Our balances are low, as noted. May and November are our lowest cash balances as a school district, and that's just the nature of our revenues from local property taxes. We expect a healthy increase in December when local property taxes, as well as our curriculum materials that will now be, the state now provides money for. So expect a full report on where we've ended at once we have those December books closed. But we do continue to draw down our cash balance, and we'll work to reverse that trend moving forward. So no further report on that. If there's any questions, I'm happy to answer those. We have not received it to date that I'm aware of. I would have to check, but we should be soon.
Any questions from the public or the administration at all? Thank you, Mr. Quiet. I appreciate it. Thanks. Okay, moving on. Dr. Huff. Good morning.
Good morning, Vice President Weaver. How are you? Oh, I'm sorry, there's a little delay there. Good morning, community. Good morning, members of the board. I'll be very brief with my notes. One of the things I just want to wish everybody is a very safe and restful holiday break, well-deserved for all the teachers, our administrative staff, and really hope that you have an opportunity to spend time with your loved ones. Never take a day for granted. You never know when it's going to you never know when it's going to be the last one, but you also never want to be the first time that you have an opportunity to say something to someone as well. So enjoy that time. But teachers, and staff, we still have the rest of the week to get through. Students, if you're watching our board meetings, which I know that you are, we expect you here each and every day as well. Also, I want to, we also talk about security a lot in our school district. We talk about the things that make us safe. I want to give a shout out to a department that does things behind the scenes, but we are very blessed to have them here. Our IT department fends off so many threats to our school district through fake email attacks, to phishing attacks, through fake vendors saying that they have permission to do all these things, and those things can't be quantified. I feel like we are a very well protected school district, and hats off to you, Mr. Emmons, and your team. If you follow any of the news, you've seen school districts that literally have had to shut down here in the state of Indiana due to cybersecurity, and it's not something that's often on the forefront of our mind when we're thinking about making sure our schools are safe. But I will tell you, once someone gets a hold of your district, from that end, it is almost impossible to get out without pain and also losing the credibility from the community, but also from your staff. So, Mr. Emmons, I just want to say hats off to you and your team for all that you do to make sure that our school district is safe from a technological point of view, and the training that goes with it. So thank you. And then lastly, I always want to give an attendance update. It's still our attendance this week. Pinewood at the elementary level is still leading at 99.04%, and our attendance is still up over last year by 1 percentage point. So I expect that 95% goal to go up, not to go up, to us to meet that 95% goal. And then lastly, our next board meeting is January 14th, so a month of that's a long time, a month before we are all together again in this avenue. So that is it. I'm going to turn it back over to you, Vice President Weaver.
Thank you, Dr. Huff, for those comments. I appreciate it. Any other comments from board members? Ms.
Yes.
Kelly?
Well, yes, because we are going to be, there's going to be 2 new board members at some point as we go through the process. But in the meantime, first I got to meet Jeff on, I think it was, well, we'd been in contact with each other before, but we really got to know each other at our very first, I think it was League of Women Voters, where we really connected on what our values and everything were and where we were standing. And it would be like when he announced our last meeting, I just didn't even look up because I was afraid that I would tear up. It is remarkable when you have a person that like literally came into this, with grief in his heart, trying to make a difference on what would be happening in our community and knowing that he wanted something valuable for other students and families and parents, whether it was communication or the opportunity to know, working hand in hand with a bullying program and seeing all of that through. And, getting to know his wife and his daughter and watching their business and their community presence thrive, not just as Santa Claus, but as many other things that he does. But it will be a heartbreak for me because he is a very calm to my often chaos in communication and kind of like, when I react very quickly, he just very calmly like sets me back and gives me a different perspective and knowledge. It's really nice when you're at any age and you have the opportunity to be mentored properly by a peer to make sure that you're staying on the right path. So it's not like it's goodbye and I'll still be continuing that, but I can't be more blessed to have grown in friendship with you, grown as a board member with you, and watched what you've done for our children and our community. So I really appreciate and thank you. And Daisy, we're together in different ways. And it has been the most amazing development of a relationship with you. I like the way you challenge me and hold me accountable. And you're a very wise, well-versed, and well-spoken woman, very knowledgeable in everything that you go after. And the process that we had to transition out of a superintendent into a temporary superintendent and back to this process, I don't think that we could have done it as flawlessly. I mean, there were issues, but we navigated through them. And to be able to grow publicly in a relationship with you and ending up where we are now, I couldn't find more value in the time that we spent together as a board member. So you are a strong, courageous, and well-versed woman. And I'm very excited to see where you go on whatever your path is next. But I will miss your challenge, my friend. I certainly will. So I thank both of you very, very much. And I'm sure other people will say something, but I will close with Merry Christmas. And however you celebrate this holiday, may God bless you abundantly. May your travels be safe and may you grow in your family and faith. And I'm looking forward to 2025 with each one of you.
Mr. Scott, any comments? Hello?
It's gone.
No,
Oh, he's gone.
no, I'm fine, Doug. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. I have a few comments here. Good morning again to Dr. Huff, board members, administration, and to the public in attendance. This is the favorite part of the meeting as Dr. Huff has no idea what I'm going to say. I would like to preface
We
the
need to
following
set a
comments.
3-minute timer for Doug.
Mhm.
With
Jake, you
IT.
also do have control of technology. Remember, we
Turn the
praised you.
microphone
So at any point in time, we
I
just
have-
heard how great you are.
I have a 3-minute First Amendment right. I want you to know that.
The timer has started.
Dr. Huff has no idea what I'm going to say. I'd like to preface the following comments with a safe harbor statement that these comments are my own and they were not written under duress or paid for by anyone other than me. Over the last 12 years, I've been greatly honored with the public's trust to serve on Elkhart Community School Board of Trustees with many respected school board members. Today, I would like to take the time and honor 3 of my friends and current board members who are leaving the board on December 31st this year. To my friend Jeff, who came to the board during times of great turmoil and brought great calm, stability, and wisdom at a time of great need. Although not as old as I, Jeff is the only other person on the board besides myself that is automatically offered a senior discount at local restaurants. To my friend Ann, your finance and analytical skills and thoroughness are without question the best I've ever seen of any board member in the last 12 years. Not many people know this, but Ann is the unofficial longest serving member of the current school board, longer than my 12 years of service. Ann was actually here at public meetings taking copious notes when I arrived in January of 2013. So if you want to know what I said in January 2013, just ask Ann because she has it written down. I am sure that Mr. Quiet will miss you correcting his New York math skills of decomposed fractions. To my friend Daisy, you are and we're definitely the right board leader at the right time to implement the tough but necessary changes at Elkhart schools. Your leadership skills, time, and dedication are immeasurable. To Daisy goes the honor of being the first board president in this century to serve for 2 consecutive years as Elkhart Schools board president. Elkhart Schools will forever remain in your debt. Although you and I might have gotten off to a frosty start 4 years ago, you are a loyal and trusted friend of mine and the community. It probably helps that you like my Tom Ford Black Orchid clone that I'm wearing today. In closing, Jeff, Ann, and Daisy are the definition of true public servants who have sacrificed much time and energy to lead Elkhart Community Schools into a better future. I wish each one of them in their future endeavors and successes. Please join me in giving them a standing ovation. Thank you. Now that I've roasted my friends, I will allow them time for rebuttal if they so choose.
Hold on, I have to say something. Okay, I did not forget Ann. I chose not to talk about Ann because she never leaves my side. So even if she's not on this board, she truly guides me in ways that you cannot believe. And also, in the event that any of you are ever frustrated that I'm on this board, it's her fault. Because she dragged me right into this process, and I would not be even close to the board member I am without her. So I don't think about her going away because she's truly like one of my daily dearest friends. So I didn't forget you because I see her every day, and I talk to her probably twice a day, if not more. And so in my world, she never goes away. So, but you are the most amazing board member ever. Thank you for making me who I am. Okay, now you guys can speak.
Daisy, you only call time on me for some reason. I'm not sure what that's about, but we'll find out one of these days. Anyhow, thank everyone for attendance. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we will see you back here, I think, on January 14th or something like that. Anyhow, this meeting is over. Thank you.